Um, he finally comes back in, like, it felt like an eternity, but it really wasn't that long. It was maybe, like, half hour later. And, he gives me the epidural in my back. Didn't work. Why? Because I told the nurse I would need to push. She checked me, and I was already 10 centimeters when I gave me the epi-frickin-dural. So, I progressed from 2 centimeters to 10 centimeters in a matter of, I'd say, 50 minutes. And then I needed to push. And I was like, can I have a mirror? Because I thought that seeing her head would make me, like, want to push more, which it did. So I watched me push her, and I had my best friend in there too. Mom was like, come on, look. I'm like, stay over there. Like, Jesse, you do not want to see this. So, I was pushing for maybe, like, an hour and a half, and nothing was really happening. Like, her head would come, but it would not go under the pubic bone, and it was pissing me off. And so I'm, like, pushing as hard as I can, and, like, you can see her hair, and she has a lot of hair. And, so it wouldn't go underneath the pubic bone, and they're like, well, we're going to give you another half an hour to push. Nothing happens. We're going to have to do something. So I push, and I push, and I push, and then at the 2-hour mark, her heartbeat goes down to, like, 70, when it's supposed to be, like, in the 140 to 60 range. So I don't know where the friggin' 5 doctors came from, but they rush in, and then they hook up a vacuum, like, in my area, and they suck her head out. And then after they sucked the head out, like, I couldn't watch that part because they were all blocking the mirror, which was kind of lame, but you had to do what you had to do. And they sucked her out, and it felt really weird. Like, it felt like she flew across the room. And I was like, did my baby just fall on the floor? I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. And then they brought her up, and I was, like, holding her, and she wasn't crying. She had her eyes open. She was, like staring at me, and she was so sweet, and it was, like, an unreal experience. I started to cry. Like, I don't even know where the tears came from, but it was just, like, I don't know, unreal. And she was chubby, and I was really worried because I gained a lot of weight during pregnancy. I went from 106 pounds to 142, but I didn't get big in the belly. Like, I had a really small belly. So I was worried she's going to be really small, but she was 7 pounds, 7 ounces, born at 4:43 p.m. on Valentine's Day. And they put her on my chest, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she wouldn't cry, and they started to slap her booty, and she cried. And then I seen the umbilical cord, and my mom was cutting it. And, but in my mind, when I looked at it for first glance, it looked like a little penis after it was cut. So I thought she was a boy, and I was like, is she a boy? And they're like, no, honey, she's a girl. So I opened up her legs and looked. She was definitely a girl. So, yeah, that was my labor. And then they delivered the placenta, and that felt really weird coming out, but really like a relief, because it felt like your stomach just all of a sudden just deflated. And, do you want to see it? And I was like, I guess so. Just thought they would show me what the placenta looked like, but no, they went into detail. They were flipping it inside out. This is where she was. This is the outside. It was just gross. It was gross. So if they ask you if you want to see your placenta, say no. It looks like a sack of blood. And then they stitched me up and took away my baby and did all the stuff they had to do. Brought her back to me, and I was holding her, and then like, I did not want to stay in their delivery section. So, like, 10 minutes later, I was like, can I go over to my other bed, which was on the other side of the hospital, in the ward where people have their babies. And they're like, well, you should be waiting, like, a couple hours, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I really want to go. Like, this is boring. Like, I was just ready to get the hell over there and hold her, and I don't even know what my issue was, but I was angry. So they let me go back over to the other ward, and I hung out there for a bit, breastfed. Your nipples hurt so much when they breastfeed the first time. It's not a good feeling. Ezra, stop. Hey, dude. So, then they go really rock hard. And I don't breastfeed. Well, I do breastfeed now, but only at nighttime. Like, I was breastfeeding, but I didn't have enough milk, so I only do it at nighttime. And it kind of made me feel, like, uncomfortable. I don't know why, but it did. So I formula feed, but she's a little monster and eats a lot. So she's 5 weeks and a couple days now. And I've lost all the weight, as you can see. Well, I have a little bit of pudge, but... And I have stretch marks, like, right here and right here, but they're not terrible. Could have been worse. And, that was my delivery. Then I went home on the 16th. And I am still having kidney infections. And heart problems. And epidural back problems. My back is so sore. And, like, right here, my ribs hurts. And it just started. I don't know. I'm going to have to go down to the doctors and figure it out. Is this scary? I'm just really, like, peppy right now. So don't mind me. But I can't show her in this video because she's asleep. And I really don't want to wake her up because she's been constipated. And she just pooped. So she's pooped out and sleeping now. So I will upload a different video of her. And you'll see how cute she is. And her name is Juliana. Or Jules for short, and she's a sweetheart. But she has her nights and days mixed up. It's becoming an issue because Mama needs sleep. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'm very sorry that I did not upload any videos from, 23 weeks and on. I was really just on my deathbed. Not literally. Well, kinda. But it was bad. So... I'm going to upload this video now. And for all you guys who are going to deliver, my active labor was only 4 hours. So it wasn't bad at all. But I'm just thinking, like, if she had gone to 41 weeks, she would have been, like, a 10-pound baby. So I'm glad she got out, because she was a porker. But for all you guys who are going to deliver, don't be afraid of it. Like, it honestly is not that bad. Like, I know that people say it's the worst feeling ever. Personally, mine was not that bad. It was pain that I could have probably handled naturally because the epidural didn't even work because I got it at 10 centimeters dilated. But the pain is like, it kind of feels like your bones are crushing. As scary as that sounds, if you breathe through it. And I did not learn any, like, breathing techniques. I just, like, did my own thing. Because at that point, you don't even remember the breathing techniques. I was just hunched over. But I find that when you're sitting up and you hug a pillow, it felt way better than when I was lying down. So try that. And also, when I was pushing, I read that, like, you don't want to lie straight back because of gravity, you know what I mean? So I squatted. People were like, the nurse was like, you sure you want to do that? We don't see that very often. I'm like, yeah, I'm squatting. Like, this seems more realistic for my kid, like, me pushing like that than me lying back and trying to push her out. So I squatted. And it helped a lot. Even though she wouldn't go underneath the pubic bone, it helped bring her down. So, folks, I am never having a child again. No, I'm just kidding. I'll have more. Now that I'm not pregnant, you really do miss it. And I said I wouldn't. But I miss, like, having her kick and me rub my belly and my little portable table where I set my cereal bowl on it. But it's okay. When I'm, like, 28, I'll have another baby. Because I'm only 19 and I don't need no more. But, okay. I'll end this video. I hope you guys all have a great night.